All right, time to address some peoples. Let me help y'all. So I had one person, Chef Danny or something. Yeah, my reflection. I love all my reflections, by the way. I'm never gonna be mad at y'all. I love y'all, because everything that y'all say is out of misunderstanding. But what I know that love is understanding. But what I'm gonna tell you is, you see, Chef Danny has said something like, "Oh, since you're judging me, you're a judging person. You're too judging. That's not loving." Now, who told you that telling somebody what is right and what is wrong, judging somebody in a giving them positive criticism, who ever told you that was a bad thing? This is what love looks like, okay? When I have a child, right, or something, and they're about to run into the street, and I yell at them, "Hey, get your ass over here! What the fuck are you doing? Come over here!" And I yell and I grab my child, okay? Would you say I'm not being loving because I'm yelling at them or cursing? No, you will say that's love because I use my energy to project it, to bring a little bit of fear into them in order to get them back into the good side, to save their life, right? This is love, right? Just because it doesn't always feel good doesn't mean that it's not love. This is why people come up with terms called tough love, all right? If you're fat, right, and I tell you, yo, you getting kind of fat, yo, you got to go work out and lose some weight to help you feel better and have better health. You might be like, "Oh no, that's fucked up. You called me fat. That hurt my feelings." But if you really was trying to help yourself, you'd be like, "Damn, you right. I got to go work out and lose some weight." Duh. Just think about it. So people that really want change and really care about the truth, care about what's right and what actually is wrong, because there are things that are right and wrong in the sense of what you should do, what works for the body, what gives you good karma, what gives you bad karma. Okay? There's a right and wrong in that sense, yes. And I'm here to help guide you on what is right and wrong. You created me to do this for you. That's why you keep watching me. Because I'm here to actually give y'all the truth. I've activated it deep within my DNA, and I pay attention to everything. All right? And I've done deep research to learn the things that I learned. And I'm just bringing the knowledge to you, and I'm putting it all together, organizing it. Because that's what the masculine mind is here for, the logic. To organize the mind. To organize the heart and the body. Okay? And articulate it in a certain type of way that is very clear, that you can understand the truth. Right? So when I speak the truth, I don't try to confuse you and bring a whole bunch of complex equations and da-da-da-da. No. I make it simple so you can understand it. I make it very clear. All right? Because the devil works in confusion and complexity, and God works in simplicity. It's simple and obvious that a penis belongs inside of a vagina, right? This is simple and obvious. But in Babylon, they confuse everything. They're like, "Oh, everybody's free to do what you want. Yeah, you can go fuck a horse. What do they call it? Bestiality. You can go fuck a horse. Yeah, go do that. Go do this." You see, love is love. Love has no boundaries. You see, when you see a cow, right, and a bird comes and lands on his back, they're cool with each other. Some of them they just be chilling. You can say love is love like that, right? The bird is a whole different species, but it can lay on the cow's back. Love is love, right? But you're not gonna see a cow fucking a bird, okay? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't belong. So there's certain things, yes, we're free to do. We have free will to do what we want, yeah. But there's certain things that have negative consequences if they're not in line and in tune with divine order. All right? So those of y'all out there that's like, only people that do a lot of fuck shit and a lot of like bad shit want to be like, "Oh, we can do whatever we want. There's no consequences. We can do whatever we want." Only people that are down for anything, that don't stand for nothing, want to do that stupid shit. You have to have some kind of boundaries and morals, all right? This is how life works. Life has to have boundaries and some kind of limitations, okay? Yes, there's no limits, but there's limitations in the sense that you do certain things, negative things gonna happen. I'm here to make you aware of that, okay? So why are you telling me I'm not a loving being because I'm trying to help you understand the actual truth of what's in tune with nature? Okay, that's false. Because it might sound harsh, but it's the actual truth that's gonna help you. All right? In the future, y'all gonna be like, oh shit, he was telling me that. Yes, because my mind is from the future, first of all. All right? So y'all gonna see. I just sit back and relax because I already know what's going on. I already know what's going on. Y'all can see. Be mad chill. And I don't be experiencing no bad karma. No, because I don't have bad intentions. I don't have no impure intentions. Because everything comes from the intentions of your heart. If your heart isn't as light as a feather and you're holding on to too many things, then that's the results you're going to get in your life. You can't have revenge in your heart. You can't have jealousy in your heart. What are you jealous of? Your own reflection, your own self? If somebody got something that you want, what do? You just got to do what they did to get it. Or do it in a different way to get it. You know? You don't sit there and hate on somebody. That's weird. But if you do find yourself hating on somebody, you got to fight your own thoughts. You got to literally change your own thoughts. If you look at somebody that got some nice shoes and you like, or is living in the tropics and you're not there yet, and you, in your mind tells you, oh, fuck them. They think they're better than me because they're in a tropical environment. As soon as you hear that thought in your mind, you got to be like, oh no, mind. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. You got to talk to your own self. This is healthy. You got to literally talk to yourself, your own mind, and be like, yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool, self. That's your lower self speaking because it's speaking in jealousy. So you got to check yourself, check your lower self within your own mind and be like, no, that's not cool, right? And tell yourself again, tune into your higher self thoughts and be like, okay, I see that person is me. And they're just at a point in my life that I'm not at right now that I would like to get to. I want to strive to be like that, but I'm happy for them. I'm happy for myself, that part of myself, because that's me, you see? And that's how you should be if you want to live free. It's easy, but you just have to know how the mechanics work. You see, life is not that complicated. Just like a game of chess is not that complicated. It's complicated at first when you don't know the rules and regulations, right? You don't know how shit works. You don't know how everything is structured. How is it built? Is there polarities? What are the principles? What are the laws? Okay? Once you learn these things, these are the fundamentals of the game. Like chess, you learn the fundamentals. You learn how all the pieces work, how they move, right? You learn how everything goes. Then you know, okay, you gotta defend when you don't have that many pieces, and you gotta push forward when you have the most pieces and you're proceeding, right? Then you know the fundamentals of the game chess. Then it becomes easier. And not only does the game become easier, it becomes more fun, more enjoyable, because you know how it works. You see? So with life, you can't just go around living life like, with a chicken with its head cut off. No, you have to know, where did this thing even come from? Why am I even acting gay? Was I programmed to act this way? How do I think this is normal? You know, if there was divine men in the world, right, that speak knowledge of self on a regular basis, if I was in a world like that, instead of dealing with a whole bunch of men that are out of tune and living in the lower self, would I probably be straight right now? Gay people, ask yourself these questions. Okay? Be practical. Stop lying to yourself. The more you lie to yourself, the more you're going to be confused. You're going to confuse your own self. You can never, ever grow and get to a higher place that you want to be if you're going to constantly lie to yourself. If I go do 5 push-ups right now, right, and be like, oh, yeah, I worked hard, you know, I feel like I put my best effort in, and I only did 5 push-ups, when deep down inside, I know I can do 100 push-ups. Who am I playing at the end of the day? Myself. I am literally playing myself. Because if I do more push-ups, I'm going to reach a higher potential. I'm going to gain more mental toughness. I'm going to gain more strength. But because I want to lie to myself and take the easy route and not work hard, okay, and not feel uncomfortable, right? Then I'm going to just lie to myself and be like, oh, 5 is good enough, you know? And this is where a lot of y'all's at. It's like, oh, this is good enough. No. 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 You should not be lying to yourself. Because the more you lie to yourself, the more you're digging your own grave. The more you're prolonging your own suffering. Period. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Like, how? How could that be natural? How? Niggas try to explain this to me. It's impossible. It doesn't make no fucking sense. If it's natural, why is women buying dildos to put it inside of a woman? That makes no fucking sense. What is wrong with you? Okay? Clearly, if you think about it, that's a whole plastic dildo going inside, right? Plastic doesn't even mesh with the skin, right? This is gonna fuck up your whole insides, right? If you're using a vibrator even, the vibrator is gonna overstimulate the vagina. Then you're gonna need the vibrator to get the same high that you got without the vibrator, you know? That's unnatural. If you are a man and you're trying to fuck another man in the ass that doesn't self-lubricate itself and doesn't even look right, why? You see how sick our minds are? This is how deeply we've gone into the abyss of, I can do whatever I want. This is what happens when you have no rules, regulations. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, everybody's free to do what you want in America. That's what creates hell. Everything's not supposed to be allowed to be done. Okay? This is the lie the white man has told us. It's what creates hell, man. Even animals in nature, they know their rules and regulations. They know the places they're supposed to be. They know the areas they're not supposed to go to. They know the foods they're not supposed to eat. They have limitations. Okay? They know their limitations because it protects them from dying, having early deaths, and it protects them from getting diseases, right? But in America, they're like, oh yeah, be gay, do whatever you want. Go fuck another man in the ass, and then catch some diseases, catch AIDS, and catch monkeypox and all this shit, right? You see? It seems like you're free to do whatever you want, and you are, but it comes with consequences. I gotta keep telling y'all this because I gotta break through the ignorance. Y'all don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all just getting your emotions because you thought the way you was living was the right way to live. You gotta go check the facts. That shit's not the right way to live. All right? With your program and the being that you are, it's because we don't even know what we are. That's the problem. People don't even think we're actually primates. Listen, we are mammals. We are primates. We poop. We eat. Okay? We fuck just like monkeys and gorillas. We are literally primates. That's why they say we share 98% DNA with them. Okay? We share DNA with them. Your mom has titties. She breastfeeds just like a gorilla and an orangutan does. The same way. Even how a cow breastfeeds. A cat breastfeeds. We share DNA with all these animals. All of them. Okay? So to know this, you have to realize, okay, if we're closest to monkeys and primates, look at their diet. Look at the way they live. Look how the alpha male in the jungle has all the females around him, okay? And he has sex with all the females because he's spreading his seed. This is how it is in nature. It's natural. And that's the closest to us, the closest family of species of animal closest to us, the primates. We actually are primates, right? So this is how we know. This is how we know the nature of us. And then we study our science. We study our genes. We study our DNA. We study cells. Okay, this is what I study. This is why I know what the truth is. It's all in the DNA. Okay, it's all there, and it's all within me because I am the DNA. The DNA resides within me, and I am an Aboriginal African man. So when I awaken my DNA, by living in my tropical environment and eating the right foods, okay, the truth becomes very clear to me. I have the most high perspective of life. You see? This is why when you speak to me, you feel great clarity. You see? I'm here for you. So y'all just pay attention, man. I'll be back with some more downloads, but y'all have a good one. Go digest this one.